عليكم بنات. So today inshallah I'm gonna revise with you quickly the lessons of the midterms. So I'll start with the first two lessons in this recording. The next recording is gonna be for multiplying and dividing integers. طيب. So basically integers, girls, you know that integers are all about whole numbers. There's no fractions or decimals. So we're gonna always work with whole numbers, positive and negative integers, okay? طيب, let's start. So let's see adding integers very quickly. So adding integers, for addition of integers, we use the rule of SADS. Same signs add, different signs subtract, okay? And one more thing is, whether you are adding the integers or subtracting them, always put the sign of greater absolute value or a greater number. So let's take a quick example before we go to the word problem. Suppose you have this 5 plus negative 2. So here I have both of them are integers. This is a positive one, this is a negative integer. So in order to solve this problem, what we are supposed to do is we need to apply SADS. But as I told you before, don't work with two signs back to back. Try to combine these two signs. Positive and negative are gonna give me, if you remember, positive and negative are gonna give me a negative sign. So these two signs together, I can rewrite them as negative only, and the rest as they are, 2 and 5, that was positive. Now next step is circle out the number with the sign of it. Always the sign is on the left. Circle out the number with the sign of it, and then apply SADS. So before you apply SADS, you need to first combine signs. If you have signs next to each other, you need to combine them. If they are both negative, combine them to be positive. If they are negative positive, combine them to be negative. And second of all, apply SADS. Now what does apply SADS means? You need to second step is to bubble your numbers, or circle the integers. So the first integer I circle it with the sign, second integer I circle it with also its sign. Third step is use SADS. So can you see, before you use SADS, you have two steps to make sure that you already prepared. So now I can use SADS. SADS says if both numbers have same sign, we need to add them. If they have different signs, we need to subtract them. So look at the signs, one negative and one positive. They are different signs, so I have to subtract them. Different signs, subtract. Yalla, on the side I'll take them. 5 and 2, I need to subtract them. 5 minus 2 is 3. My answer is 3, but it will take the sign of the greater number, which is going to be positive. So the answer is positive 3. Let's take quickly another example. Suppose you have this. Let's say you have negative 7 plus negative 2. Okay? Again, first step, if I have two signs back to back, I need to combine them. Positive with negative will be negative. Write the rest as they are. I'm done. Second step, circle your number. I'm gonna circle the number with its sign. Done. Then use SADS. Ask yourself, are they same sign or different sign? Same sign, both of them are negative, then I have to add them. Same, add. 2 plus 7 is 9. Girls, although there is a negative in the middle, but still, SADS is the key to solve the problem. It's not about whatever written in the middle. No, this is the sign of the number. Also, this is the sign of the number. They will only help me to apply SADS. These two signs told me that since they are both negative, same sign, then I have to add both numbers, no matter what in middle. So my answer is 9, but it will take the sign of greater number, so 9 negative. That's it. Let's take one last example. Suppose you have this example, negative 4 plus 6, let's say. Okay, so since there is no two signs in the middle or two signs to combine, these two signs there is a number between, they are not back to back, so I don't combine them. That's it, I'm done already with first step, no need to do anything. I'll go directly into circling out the integers. Circle your integer with the sign and the other one as well. Now apply SADS. Ask yourself, what are they, same sign or different sign? They have different signs. Different signs, subtract. Can you see? I'm gonna subtract them regardless of whatever was in the middle. I don't care. Since they have different signs, then I have to subtract 6 minus 4, it's 2. My answer is 2 positive. That's it. This is the general rule. Let's see some word problems. What type of word problem you will receive? Something similar to this. Sarah wants to straighten a photo. She uses an app to adjust the tilt. She first adjusted by -4 degrees. Oh, they gave you the integer ready. Then another -6 degrees. So basically I can write my problem, my expression as following. First she did -4. Another means also add to it -6. Now to solve it again, we have 3 steps. First, check if you have two signs. I do have. Combine them. Negative with positive will give me negative. Rewrite your problem. Then circle out your numbers. This is negative, this is negative. Then apply SADS. Since both are negative, yani same sign, I have to add them. 6 plus 4, it's 10. That's it. 10, you put the sign of the greater number. So the total answer is -10. So how much is the total tilt? Total tilt is -10. That's it. So let's see another word problem. Let's see another problem. Here, let's do this one. طبعا guys, all of this is solved already. A shark is swimming 60 feet below the surface. Directly, I know this is -60. Can you see? I'm highlighting the important information. The surface of the ocean. There is a fish that is 25 feet deeper. So 25 feet deeper, like again below the surface, so -25 in the water. Use the expression, oh, they gave me the expression, to find the fish location relative to the surface of the ocean. So your shark is swimming 60 feet below the ocean, and there's another fish that is 25 feet deeper. So the distance between the fish and the surface of the ocean is the total, which is both of them, but in negative. So I have to solve this problem. -60 plus -20. Again, I have two signs back to back. I need to combine them. They're gonna give me negative. Remember, same sign, they're gonna be positive. Different signs, they are gonna be negative. Okay, this is how we combine the signs. Now circle out your numbers with the signs and use SADS. Negative and negative, yani same sign, I have to add them. 60 plus 20 is 80. So the new location is 80 but negative. You put the sign of the greater number. That's it. So she is 80 feet below the surface, or her location is -80 only. Let's do these word direct problems. I have 4 and -3. Combine these two signs first. Then circle the 3 with the sign of it. Circle the 4. What's the sign of the 4? It's not written. Since it's not written, then it's positive. Apply SADS. They are different signs, then I have to subtract them. 4 minus 3, it's 1. You take the sign of the greater number, which is 4, yani positive. That's it. Let's do this one. Here also we have two signs back to back. Positive with negative will be negative. 3, 7, negative. Circle the number with the sign, circle the number with the sign. Then negative and negative, yani same sign, add them. 7 plus 3 is 10. You put the sign of the greater number, which is negative. That's it. Here we don't have two signs to combine. I can circle them out right away. Negative and positive, different signs, subtract. So I have to do 13 minus 8, because 13 minus 8 is 5. 5, and which sign I should take? The 13, negative. What about this one? Negative 1 and positive 3. Combine these two signs, it's gonna be negative 1, negative 3. Same sign, add them. So it's gonna be 4, but negative. So they're saying that negative 1 and positive plus negative 3 is how many units from negative 1? It's 3 units. The answer is what? 3 units from negative 1, but the 3 is going to be negative. So it's going to be in which direction? In the left direction. If you want to do the number line, you're going to start from 0, go to negative 1, and then since it's add 3 that is negative, then you have to add to that 3 units, but on the left because it's negative. 1, 2, 3. It will stop at negative 4, which is correct. So let's do this question. A submarine is traveling 200 feet below the surface of the ocean. Increases its depth by, so it was 200 below the surface, so it's negative 200. Then increases its depth by 45 meters. So 200 plus what? More depth, like another 45 meters that are below surface. So basically I have to combine these. I need to do negative 200, increase to it 45 that is in depth, which is again below surface. Adam says that the new location of the submarine is negative 155 meters. Describe the error Adam could have made that would result in the answer he gave. So basically, I need to figure out what possibly he did mistake. Let's try to solve it our own way. So again, I have positive and negative. It's gonna be negative. And then circle out your numbers. Same sign. Since they have same sign, then I have to add them. 45 and 200 is going to be 245, but I'll take the sign of the 200, which is negative. This is the correct answer. But he got negative 155. What do you think you should do with the 200 and the 45 to get to 155? I think we need to subtract them. So maybe instead of adding them, he subtracted them. Maybe he thought that I have to subtract for any reason. So his mistake is he did 200 minus 45, which is gonna give me 155. And he put the sign of the 200. So maybe he subtracted the two numbers instead of adding them. That's it. You're supposed to add them because they have the same sign. Maybe he thought that, okay, since I have subtract in the middle, then I have to subtract. That's wrong. You have to use Sadis. So maybe he didn't use Sadis rule correctly or something like that. Let's do this question. The temperature in a city starts at 0. The temperature rises by 8 in the morning and drops by 12. Drops. So it was 0, rise 8, drop 12. Let's do this. I have 3 numbers here. Let's combine each 2 together. Let's do these first 2. Okay? 0 plus 8 is 8. خلاص. So I did these 2 numbers, 0 and 8. I'm done. Now let's do the negative 12. Bubble out the 12. 8 with what? Positive. Different signs, subtract. So 12 minus 8, it's 4. You take the sign of the 12, which is negative. This is the temperature. That's it. طيب, let's take some questions from the book. So this is lesson 1.3. So let's do, all of these are already giving you the information. Let's do, maybe we did a temperature example. Fine. I'll do some questions from the last page. I'm selecting some questions that might be challenging while you are solving. طيب, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay. So I'm gonna do it here. So here we have this problem. Your friend has $300 for guitar lesson to learn her favorite song. Mr. Jones charges 80 per session. So she has 300, which means it's 300 that is positive. Her teacher charges 80 per lesson and requires 3 lessons to teach Samantha the song. So basically he charges 80 per lesson, which is another positive 80. But how many lessons he's requiring her to pay to register? 3 lessons. So this should be repeated 3 times, right? And like it should be 3 times. So basically he will require from her 80 for the first lesson, second lesson, third lesson. Okay? But her budget is 300. Okay? She can spend 300. Hello? So we want to see if that is enough. She can pay for it. طيب, let's see. The other teacher charges 62 per lesson and will require 4 lessons to teach her. Okay. So basically the other teacher charges what? Positive 62, but how many times? 4 times for 4 lessons. Right? Use integers to represent what each teacher charges and which deal is better for Samantha. Again, Samantha has $300 for guitar lessons. She cannot spend more than that, okay? So let's do the first teacher, John's, for Mr. John. So for Mr. John, we have to add $80 3 times for 3 lessons. Let's do first 2 80s together. 80 and 80 is basically 160 positive, and add the last 80 is gonna give me 0. 8 plus 6 is 4 and 1, 24 positive. So basically she needs to pay $240. She can pay for this, right? Let's check the other teacher, which is Mr. bills, I don't know. So he will charge 62 for every lesson, but that's going to be repeated for 4 lessons. So let's add 62 and 62, each two together. It's 124. Each two will give me 124. Of course positive because they are same sign. Now 124 and 124, 4 plus 4 is 8, 2 plus 2 it's 4, 248. So basically dollars. We can tell that Mr. John is less expensive for her, but Mr. Wells will give her more lessons. So for me, I'm gonna, like, I would think that a better deal is this one, because she's gonna take more lessons for a bit more price. Maybe some others would prefer this because she will finish learning the song in 3 lessons, but for less price. So it depends. Like, I don't know, to be honest. Now I'm convinced more with this person because she's gonna pay less and learn faster. Yep. So that's it for the first lesson.